Trump is governing for the rich. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been at the center of political debates for years: how public investment can either bridge or widen the gap between the rich and the poor. And specifically, we're going to talk about how Donald Trump's policies, particularly his cuts to public funding, are disproportionately favoring the wealthy while leaving the most vulnerable behind. Let's start with the basics. Public investment is one of the most powerful tools a government has to level the playing field. It funds things like education, healthcare, infrastructure, and social programs, all of which are essential for creating opportunities for everyone, regardless of their socioeconomic background. When these investments are strong, they help lift people out of poverty, create jobs, and build a more equitable society. But here's the problem: under the Trump administration, we've seen significant cuts to public funding for critical institutions. Programs that support low-income families, public schools, and healthcare services have been slashed. And while these cuts might seem like just numbers on a budget sheet, they have real, devastating consequences for millions of Americans. When you cut funding for public institutions, you're essentially pulling the rug out from under those who need it most. Poor communities rely on these services to survive and thrive. Without them, the cycle of poverty only deepens. Meanwhile, the wealthy, who don't depend on these programs, are left largely unaffected. In fact, they often benefit from tax cuts and policies that favor big corporations and the top 1%. And here's a recent example that hits close to home. The Johns Hopkins Foundation, a major institution that provides critical healthcare services and jobs, just announced it's cutting 2,000 positions. Why? Because of funding cuts to the institution. This isn't just about numbers, it's about real people losing their livelihoods and communities losing access to essential services. These job losses don't just hurt the individuals who are laid off, they ripple through the entire economy. Fewer jobs mean less spending power, which hurts local businesses and further entrenches poverty. And let's not forget, these cuts disproportionately impact communities of color and low-income families, who are already struggling to make ends meet. So, what does this all mean? It means that when Donald Trump cuts funding for public institutions, he's not just making budget decisions, he's making a choice about who matters in this country. And time again, that choice favors the rich at the expense of the poor. By keeping public investment low, he's ensuring that the wealth gap stays wide and that those at the bottom are left with fewer opportunities to climb out. But here's the good news: we don't have to accept this. Public investment is a choice, and it's one we can fight for. By advocating for policies that prioritize education, healthcare, and social programs, we can create a society where everyone has a fair shot, not just the wealthy few. So, what do you think? Should public investment be a priority to reduce social inequality? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.